up, Yasharel? My head is bowed to all the princes of Yasharel, and to the princes of Yehudah, and to my sisters in here, and the princesses of Yasharel, every tribe in Yehudah, and to anyone in here from Edom who loves my father. My head is bowed to you. I got your messages. And let me take a drink of my coffee. First of all, to the one that left me the message. I don't want to say your name because I if somebody, I just don't want to offend. To the one that left me the message on my last video about what do we do, I want you to know that I have set up an interview with my son. And this is for the younger princes of Yehudah and the rest of the tribes of Yasharel. Gad, listen up. But for us adults, I'm going to use myself. I'm going to be Father's witness. I love you so much. I'm going to be Father's witness for you. And when I get done with you, see, my job is to prosecute Edom and everything they told us, and defend everything the Father said, because I'm his ambassador, his daughter. So that's what we do in this courtroom. We're just going to bring the evidence. I have to have that evidence, and I give it to you so you can make a wise decision. Right? Right. So we're going to use myself as a witness, and I'm going to put myself, on the stand for you. And I will always tell you the truth. My Father is the judge. You don't have to worry about that. He watches over everything I speak to you, and I speak only what I hear him say. So, I am not used to opening up like this, but I will do anything for him. And if there's anything that I can do, it is prosecute and defend my Father's government, laws, and kingdom. Okay? And literally tear apart and prosecute Edom and what they taught us. When Father first started bringing me, and I want you to go to Deuteronomy, get ready for it. We're going to let Yah speak to you, and then you're going to get comforted through this. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. But you got to get rid of the idols, and you have to know what the idols are. And when you get rid of those, you get rid of the curse that comes with those that Father said. So we're going to tell you what he said. We're going to go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, and tonight we're going to start in chapter chapter 4, verse 15, and we'll go all the way to, let me see, 31. And what we'll do is we're just going to let Father tell you, okay? His words. I'm just going to bring them to you. Now, I would like to put myself on the stand, and I would like to present myself as evidence to what's coming to you in this word tonight in Deuteronomy. And when we get done with this, you are going to feel so much better. Yes. First of all, my job is to bring you to Father, to bring you to the truth that will lead you to Father. And then I just let go. I come on here and I tell you what he says, what to prepare for, a warning that's coming, so that there's a record that I did give it to you and you got a chance to make your own decision on it. After that, I'm done. When you do put your feet to the walls of Father, he will start teaching you. You see what I'm saying? Like when you, help me out, Father, give me a good example. Yeah, like when we would go shopping after y'all taught us this, we would hear him in the store and we'd like, I'm just going to be a woman. I'll be like, oh, that's so, oh my goodness, that is so, Miranda, look at this. This is so freaking pretty. And then I would look at it and I would feel Father on the inside say, look, past the beauty, look at it. And I would find something on that they snuck on there to sneak in your house, and I will sit it right down, brush my hands off of it. So what I'm saying is like, when we're done tonight, you will hear Father within you say, oh, look at that, look at that, look a little closer to it. I know it's pretty, but look at that thing. So he's going to take over, and you will hear him. He didn't bring you here to save your life for nothing. I'm just bringing you to him and saying, hey, here's the answers that you're looking for. This is the kingdom that's coming, and this every knee shall bend to him and him alone. He is the only glory that is coming. And it says it in Psalms, and I'll bring it to you. So if Father is nudging you and saying, hey, we need to take care of this, then another layer is coming off of you so he can come in further. What's he going to do when he comes in further? He is going to perfect everything. So you stay with me. I know this is uncomfortable. When I found out about this, y'all was taking me through it. I sat in Walmart with my daughter. We were going to buy summer clothes for Prince. And I did not want to go in the store. I didn't want to go in there because I just started weeping. I said, what if I buy the wrong thing? How do I survive in this world of Babylon where everything you look at or around, there is an idol and there is blasphemy of his name? What do you do? I'm going to show you. Because after I wept, I heard y'all say, I didn't bring you this far to let you go alone. It's okay. It's all right. And oh, how blessed you are that you obeyed. And I'm going to bring that evidence to you. So let's start with me. Father, I present myself and what you and I and our tribe has went through to come out of that. And I'd like for you to put it on the record for me right now. In your name, by your name, Yahuah. And I love you, Father. And don't let me forget anything, please. Okay. When I came into this, I took care of myself all my life. I went to the track every day. I worked 2 jobs every day. I was a mother that raised her children. I was fit. When I got infected by black mold, and y'all let me get infected with that, but he took care of me. When I got, and it's in Deuteronomy, I'll hit you with mold, but I didn't even know. That's why he brought me through it, so I could learn and be a witness to you tonight. So I had a slum landlord that had black mold in the house, and she had me living like an animal. I am on disability. My joints hurt so bad that I can't even get out of the bed. I cannot exercise. I am not eating right, and everything I do eat stores as fat because I can't exercise it off. I ended up putting 220 pounds on. I lost teeth. I was so sick I can't even tell you to where I hit the door of death, but y'all brought me back so I could be a witness to you. Now, I did not know what to do, and I was afraid to touch anything. I was afraid to bring anything in the house. Now, and I had the government on this landlord trying to make it be my fault, but trying to keep me out of court because that documentation, you're going to hear all about it. We're processing it now, like y'all promised me. So I can't move. I'm sicker than a dog. I ended up dying. Now, at this time, we have gotten all of the idols out of our house. So there's a healing process going on. I just didn't know it, and it took me to the door of death, and then I had to heal through it. And you're looking at the process of it right now. So when the idols left, y'all began to heal my land. That land is your body as well. And my heart was just to line up with him because I love him so much. I knew there was something wrong with that. I understood that he didn't hold me accountable. It had to happen, Psalms 139. So I made vows to him, and I keep them. So you're looking at the end product. So I weighed 220 pounds, and I was dying. I could not breathe. I was dying. I would like to show you that we're not done. We're not done. Me and Father are not done with this chariot. But I would like to show you. Oh, yes, Father, yes. Sometimes I get questions that I'm a little uncomfortable to answer, but I'm going to do that for my father. There was one guy that said, why do you look small and thin in some videos, but in other videos you look big? Because through this process of losing weight and getting my body back to what it was, I wear big clothes on these videos because I don't want you to see me. I want you to see Father. So I now the head is always straight, so is the hair, okay? But the rest of my body, I kind of dress it down because I'm a Hebrew daughter of Yahuah. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, that curvature stuff. It's okay to wear in clothes, but I don't want you to miss the message. You see what I'm saying? So I was overweight, so I just wear those clothes. That way nobody knows what size I am. But Yah is, he is doing exactly what he said. He's giving me back what I lost when I was over there. So that's why I look big. That's why I look small, because not all my clothes fit me big, but I love them, so I'll try them on the video. But I kind of dress down. That's why I sit down most of the time, but I get excited. I got to get up. Tonight we're going to use it as evidence. I weighed 220 pounds. I could not breathe. I was so sick that I was depressed. My life was taken from me, but it was because I was out of the law and Yah was bringing me home. But I want you to see what he did. This is me today. Do you see what he's done? We still probably have about, I would say about maybe 20 pounds to go, maybe, because I'm 5 foot nothing. So to get my body back down to where my heart is just doing what y'all in a body that is not got excess fat on it. I am not happy with this. I should be slim and straight all the way, except for the backside should be, but I wanted back what I had, but y'all is doing it better because I even eat better. And so my organs and my heart are not working so hard. Plus he has healed my lungs so that I can't, without a doctor. So that by doing it his way and what he gave us, because he gave us back the medicines that we lost when we went into captivity. That's the herbs. So Yah is doing it, I'm doing it Yahuah's way, in a way that my body will not put back on the weight because I'm already in a good habit of eating. You see what I'm saying? And feeding it. And I'm healthier. And the sickness is it's not completely gone because I still get winded. But when Yah brings the spoils and goes after my enemies that did this to me, I believe he'll remove all of it. It has to be there for evidence. You see what I'm saying? But he will heal me. Look how far he's brought me. I was so big at 5 foot that I could not. I have my brand new grandson that I just waited for. Because to the lonely, he gives family. Now I have a huge family. Started out just us 3. My son, his wife, and me. And look at our family now. But I was so big that I could not even get up and walk with him. And plus my joints hurt so freaking bad. Oh, that's pain you'll never understand. And then sciatica came with it. I prayed for death. I literally prayed for death. I said, Yah, surely you have somebody else out there that can. But it had to happen for me to get where I am today and for me to get where he's taking me. So I have about 20 more pounds that I have to lose just for me. And I am like, because he gives you a spirit to follow the laws because you're leading him and you want to obey him because you love him and you know what he's been through. That is where the youth is. He gave it all back to me, and we don't celebrate our birthdays because they're spells that make you old. So I don't know how old I am, and I would never count it up because I feel like I'm 20 years old. I have more stamina and energy than Fabian and Miranda, and probably 3 of the kids, not all 6 of them. But it's the most beautiful thing. So you got to see that part of my evidence. Now I'd like to show you the rest of it. Now, you said, how do we survive without these idols? Okay, I thought that it was literally how I'm going to have to sit still and not let anybody move to keep from breaking these laws, but that's not true. Because there are things that we can have. Like there's video games. My son will tell you when I interview him, and I bring him in as evidence. There's video games that he plays now that he has more fun with than any of the rest of them that he had to give up. And one of them was his favorite, but I'm going to let him tell you so that you younger princes can understand it's not the end of the road. Come on. You belong to the Most High. You are made in his image. So that means that you like to do some of the same things that he enjoys. Who created those video games? You just cannot have what the idols and the witchcraft and the spells are in, because you loose it in your house under the law. Y'all has to send it. So you're not losing anything, but I want him to tell you. I'm going to use myself as an example and evidence for you tonight. Now, I love jewelry. And Father gave that to us. In Jeremiah, he said, I even gave you the jewel for your forehead. So it's okay for us to have that. Plus, he made the emeralds and the diamonds and all the beautiful golds and silvers. He made that for us. Okay? So, I had gotten this set of jewelry. It was like 4 pieces of jewelry. And they were opals, but my favorite stone is a ruby. I just love them. And I really love this jewelry. Well, when Yah was teaching us to recognize, when he said, look at it, because he sees something, what's he see? Something's on there that will defile and curse you. And he has to punish you, but he's going to warn you before you buy it. That way it's your choice. Well, these were given to me. And so the more I wore them, this is what will happen to you. So you don't have to be afraid. It's Yah pulling you in. He'll certainly lead and guide you and speak to you. When I wore them, I just would look at them and I had this feeling in my stomach. I really can't explain it. It was just like a feeling. And it got to the point where I didn't even like it anymore because of the feeling I was getting from it. So I said, Father, is there something wrong with this? Something wrong with this? And he told me to go on the internet. I want you to put that design in there. I said, okay. So I described the design and whoop, up came witchcraft. I had that on my body. See, this is his temple. It's our body, yes, but this is his temple that he's in right now. That's why they rush so in Christianity to push that entity into us as a child. This is Yah's temple now. For this day. So we have to keep it clean. So if he's resting in there, if he's, it's not resting. If he is in there with us, leading and guiding us as a compass, then he's going to alert us. And his voice doesn't sound like mine. I just know his voice. I know when I feel something. And so I looked at this jewelry and it has something on it. Let me tell you what. I grabbed that jewelry. I said, I don't care how beautiful you are. I have to do something to you. Put it in a bag. Went out to the alley right under y'all's feet. No, I went to the front porch where all the neighbors were. Put it in a thing. Laid it down and started pounding. I pounded that freaking jewelry until it was flat. Because, see, I couldn't keep the opals and the rubies because they were already defiled by the idol or the witchcraft that was put on it. So all of it has to be destroyed. So I'm beating the hell out of it. There's not one tear dropping from my eye. I thought, y'all didn't like this. If I didn't like this, I'm going to crush the shit out of it. I crushed it. And on my way to taking it to the garbage, I heard him say, I am so proud of you. Because at that point, we had really come far. I am so proud of you. I say, Father, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Went and threw it in the garbage. Yep. All of it. Went in the house. Went back to life. It didn't bother me one bit because I knew that there was sickness and disease on it that I just came out of. And this time, I could lose all my teeth. And not just have 2 freaking garages to pull the truck in through the front. Hell no, but on top of that, I will not be the source of my father's disappointment or his pain. It's not going to happen. So I crushed that shit. Now, I would like to present to you evidence. Whenever y'all take something from you, it's because he wants to give you something to replace it that will not harm you or hold you in contempt or offend him when you wear it. So I threw all that jewelry away for him, right? Crushed it. I destroyed that shit. Look what he gave me. I hope you can see. Look at all those rings. Look. I'm not real good at this technology stuff, but I pray you can see it. You see all that? Look at that. And more. And stuff that I have not even been able to wear. You see that? So he took those 4 pieces. I want to say 5, Father. I keep thinking that there was another ring or something, even something precious that my daughter gave me because she didn't know. I'm going to say 5 because I feel like there was 5. Took those 5 pieces that I threw away for his name's sake. Yes, I loved them. I threw them away because they hurt him. So there has to be something on there that's going to make me sick again. It's going to bring curse in here. It will lay on my grandchildren. It will lay on my children. It will lay on my head. I will not have it after being in this land home with him. So I got rid of it. Now, I don't have those objects to show you. So let's just picture this, help me, Father, so I can make them see and give them peace to go through this with you, Father. Okay, oh, thank you. Okay, listen, hey, listen. Okay, you have a ring, and when you wear it, it tarnishes. It just tarnishes. It even leaves green around the front of your finger. None of my jewelry does that anymore. But it leaves green, but you just leave that little thing on the top of it. So you wear it. And sometimes it starts infecting and it even bumps on your ring. You wear that! I'm telling you what I did. So he took this ring when I realized why it was making me sick. I said, you got to go. I destroyed it, asked Father for forgiveness, and then I kept my feet to the law. Right? And what does y'all do? What does y'all do? He gives you something like this. And this. See the gold? That will not turn. He gives you silver. Now, some of these are not real, but I don't wear them all the time, so I don't buy real jewelry like that. But look, you can tell. Look at this. So many rings that I cannot even fit them in my box, my jewelry box. I have to lay them at the side and spread them out at the bottom. Oh, yes, Father. Oh, and look at this. A ruby. Look. Listen. I think I hear one of my grandkids. Wait just a minute. No, it's my cat on catnip. I found a way to keep him quiet while we do this. He is high. So for those 5 pieces that I destroyed for him for his name's sake, he said, I'll give you 100-fold what you gave away from me and destroyed. So for those 4 pieces, you got to see all that. All the rings, okay? Now, hold on a minute. Look. This goes in here. And he not only gave me the rings back, but he gave me necklaces. He gave me bracelets. God. He gave me more jewelry. I can't even wear it. So I save it for my 5 granddaughters to hand down to him. So he gave me all of this for 4 pieces that I gave away that would curse me and make me sick, or take a family member from me, or the worst is make Father feel like I loved material things more than I loved him. That's the worst to me, because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be thrown away. But he allows us to go through those things so we can be a witness, a lifeline to someone else who's dying in it and will not come out of it unless they cross our path. And Yah uses us for that today. He uses us for that. So I got all this, and there's more in my closet. He hooked my closet up so I can dress like royalty, but according to our laws. Do you see what I'm saying? Because we go back into our fine garments that don't have these false idols on them. And we are more beautiful in them than we are in any of Esau's shit. We are back to being captivating in public. And I made you so people look at you in awe because of your beauty. You see what I'm saying? To you, whatever you give up for Father, I tell you tonight that he will give it back 100-fold. On top of that, I get a healthy body to do his bidding in. Wow. I tell you tonight that anything I ask him for, he does. He honors it because I ask it according to the law. What we've lived in right now is, I'm going to tell you what he used for me because I loved Christmas. Cancel that word out in Yahuah's name. But one time he said, I had this huge, I saw it behind my eyes, a huge ball of those Christmas lights. And some of them worked and some of them didn't. And Yah said, because it's all twisted up. You obey some of the laws, but those laws are canceled out because of the ones that you don't obey. And then the curse comes on you double. And I was like, oh, wow. But once you strand out that light and you find out where the short is, the idols, and you get that bulb out of there and you put in a brand new one, which is Yahuah, the laws of not having it. And the whole strand lights up beautiful. Now, I'm the type of person, I overjump things. I'm telling you, I take it to the next freaking mile. I drive myself nuts with it. If y'all told me you can't have the peanut butter, I'll cut the bread and jelly out too. I'm not kidding you. I go over and above for him. If he says, let me see. You can't wear that ribbon in your hair because, I don't know, maybe there's something on it. I'll throw the whole freaking bag out. It didn't have anything on it. That's how and y'all's working with me on that. You see what I'm saying? But there are things that we can have. I think that's why he spoke to my son and said, go get your stuff off the street. But what does y'all look at? He looks at our heart. How bad we want to be a good daughter or son to him. It doesn't bring him any grief. Just like David. He's a wonderful Ezekiel, Elijah, Elisha. They are all wonderful. Moshe, Yahuah stood behind him and took the mantle after he died. So you take that light bulb out. Now listen. Oh yes, thank you, Father. Listen. So all of Christmas, I give up the lights too. I left those lights up year round because they're comforting at night. And my children would go to sleep quicker if I put some music on, and I could study or do whatever I had to do. So I used them all year round. But when I found out I couldn't have Christmas, I was put beautiful lights up for the for autumn. I love autumn, and for winter. I threw it all away and went without the lights forever. And yes, I missed them. So one day I went to Father and I said, Father, I do not want to offend you, but I feel like you're having me come to talk to you about it, so I'm going to. I don't want anything back from that. But y'all, I love colors, and you did create me that way, and I love beautiful lights. Just lights, y'all. And I said, so please don't let us throw away the things that you did give us, being afraid that we're going to break the law, what you didn't give us. So I'm just asking you as your daughter, I'm telling you how I talk to him, that if it's okay for me to put the lights up, and I have jumped the wall, a few of them, and went overboard with all of it, then I ask that you bless them to me. I'm not going to say a word that's going to stay between you and me. That way I'll know it's you, because you're the only one that knows. Like he's the only one that knew I loved rubies. They were my favorite stone. They still are today. If I can have them, then you just get them for me. And I said, I feel good about that. And then I went and I petitioned him because I wanted to tell him I love you so much. So whatever decision that you make, it's okay. I went this long without him. It's okay. It's just I think the kids will really enjoy those. But if it's not okay, I don't want it in my life, Father. So I put the petition in the Sefer and I went to bed. I promise you, in Yahuah's name, my Father's name, he will be my witness too, like I am his. Let me tell you what. I wrote that letter probably about 9 o'clock at night. And my children worked third shift. At that time, I wasn't working third shift in the office here. So I went to bed. The next morning, I woke up, and there were 5 freaking boxes of lights on the kitchen table and a jar of coffee. What the heck? I knew. I'm telling you what, I'm not a morning person. I'm not. I'm just rough in the morning. And but that day, I danced a jig in the kitchen. You want me to tell you why? Because Father heard me, and he loved what I did, and he made sure I got them the next morning. So I ran into the bedroom. I said, who got those lights? Who's got those lights for me? And Babe said, I did. He said, me and Miranda went to the store, but it was both of us. And I said, oh my goodness, guess what happened? So I told him the story. And I said, Babe, when I woke up this morning, the lights were on the freaking table. And they were both fascinated with it. And I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was Yahuah that gave me permission to have those lights. And I got them all through this house. I love them. They're beautiful to me. Isn't that amazing? How he just hears you. And this is exactly what Christianity was trying to keep you from, by keeping you out of the law. You don't have to have another name to approach your Father. What the? I'm going to try not to say that for you right now. No. It's the breaking of the laws they taught you that keeps you from being heard by him. So he is trying to show you now how to fix that, because he will not sit with dead gods that you have in your house. He said, have no other God before me. That means before me or before me. It means period. Get him out, because he's a jealous father, just like we would be. Let me tell you something. If one of my children would have been wearing the shirt of another kid's parents, or singing their freaking glory, and I'm doing as I did as a single mother, working till I couldn't even tell you what my name was, but my children had a coat for that winter, I would pack. Oh, I'm going to tell you what, that would hurt me to my soul. It would probably kill me. And I can tell you that it almost did kill me, but he fixed it. Now you imagine what that's like for him, and you're living in an earth that he created for you. All of this y'all created. And yet everybody runs said, oh, thank you. How would you feel? I'm telling you, it's horrendous. I haven't felt it to the point of him, but it is horrendous, and I can tell you what it would make me feel like. It would make me angry, too. I'd probably cut him off and pack your bag and tell him to go over there, and they would leave here with Band-Aids all over them, because I just would not. That would hurt me to my soul after everything I have done for you. Father is no different. He has emotions too, because he made us in his image. Period. There are things that we can have, but Edom has also snuck things on there too for this day, so that you can be held guilty for something. Y'all said, I'm not going to let you be deceived. When you got something, when you go to him tonight, just tell him, take out of me in this temple what grieves you or makes you unhappy, Father, and take out of my environment what does the same. And you will be a very happy person. Look at all this that I got back. I can't even wear all of it. The clothes, I can't even wear all of them. Some of them are so nice, I don't have no place to wear them because I'm a homebody. I don't wear them out and I take a walk and ground to the ground and, get my body all healthy and come back in, That is how wonderful he is when you try to obey his laws. So this is not a desperate hour. This is a beginning of all the things that you thought that you had to fight for and scrape for. All you have to do is get their false damn gods out of your house. And Yah said, I will move in. And I'm going to bring, like I said, that interview with Fabian. He will be your second witness on the stand. But you cannot argue, dispute, or even debate with me what I brought you as evidence. On the side of my Father, on the side of these laws, they give you life and much, much more. Isn't that amazing? So I don't want you to worry about buying something because he will alert you. I don't want you to worry about making a mistake. I posted a video of me and the cookies in the kitchen that I freaked out over because I thought that I was baking cakes to the Queen of Heaven and I was reading Jeremiah and learning about this while I'm baking cookies. I lost my freaking mind because I'm just now getting well. And I feel like I was tricked into something, so I just went in the kitchen and I bulldozed them. I'm going to tell you what, I was covered with flour, chips. I was making 3 kinds, so it was a mess. But hey, and the next day I couldn't even move. I was so sore. I felt like I fought a legion of men destroying that thing in the kitchen. Go get the video. It's called Don't Laugh. You can laugh because, yeah, it really happened. But at the time it was devastating for me. But then it's a blessing to me now. Because I am so protective of this covenant with my Father. As we Hebrews, we are Brews, not Jews, should be protective and deadly against anything over this covenant of his and ours. And we are not letting go of it or him. So, yes. So let's find out what idols are. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to read Yah's word. and he's going to tell you. And then I want to read through the rest of this because we might have to come back tomorrow night and just finish this chapter out. But one thing that y'all taught me is not to overfeed. Don't overfeed it, or they won't be able to digest it. And so he taught me with this plant. I planted this peach tree, and I wanted this peach tree really bad. And I was learning that I was really good at this stuff, so I was doing it. And one day I went in there, and the tip of the little bud was sticking up, just coming out of the ground. And I helped it up the rest of the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I was like, ooh, let me get in here. Let me loosen that up for you. There you go. Ooh, I can probably pull you on out of there. There you go. And I watered it. In about 2 days, it was dead. And then y'all use that as me to understand why he didn't want me to overfeed or try to push someone awake or into a new birth that they don't have to die for. You don't have to die to go back up in the womb. All you have to do is come home and be a son and a daughter. That's it. And you will live. I'm perfect evidence of that. So let's go in here. And we're going to find out. I'm going to have Father come to you now. The judge that made this law with good reason. And I'm getting my teeth fixed. It's like he gives everything back. This is not the end of it. I think he was just so touched that I was willing to do it with those 2 garages going through my freaking mouth. And I didn't care. I was going to do this for him. I'm not on here to be beautiful. I'm on here to give you a message. And that is what I did. And so he fixed me this far. But we're about to go to the next step. So I'm really excited about that because I don't have to guard my smile anymore. And I can, just be real. And I mean, when you hear me gut laugh, you're just going to probably fall out. But, I went through some things. So I'm just, I'm coming back into that life. You know what I'm saying? Life out of death. So let me read this to you. It is going to touch you. You're going to get a clear understanding of what's okay and what's not okay. And you're going to be able to ask yourself questions when you see, I like this ring. Ooh, that is beautiful. Okay, let's go through it. Does it have a face? No. Is it 3D? Does it stand up? No. Does it have anything wicked on it? I don't see anything. Any engravings? Nope, don't see anything. Now, is it male or female? Is it something that Yahuah created in the heavens or the earth? You understand? When we get done with this, you're going to be able to do that. And once you start cleaning that stuff out, you're going to see a difference in your life. I prove that. And then I'll bring my son, and you can see what he did to that old bear when I got him out of the bed looking like Ben. And you're going to be amazed. This is what we do. We come for his people, and we take away all the confusion and just bring the truth. And that's just what you need. So let's read, okay? All right. We're going to go to Deuteronomy 15, tonight through 31. Let's do it. Take ye, therefore, good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on the day that Yahuah spoke unto you in Sheev, or Babylon. We're going to bring it to today. Of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of a male or a female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flies in the air, the likeness of anything that creeps on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. And they have those on license plates, don't they? All them Christians. And lest you lift up your eyes unto the heavens, and when you see the sun and the moon and the stars, even all of the hosts of heaven should be driven to worship them and serve them, which Yahuah Eloah has divided unto all the nations under the whole heaven. But Yahuah has taken you and brought you. Oh, okay. So you're not supposed to worship the sun. And the Second Testament, Bible, he told you, means Egyptian sun worship books. They are not a part of our Hebrew Testament that you call Old Testament. It is not in our Torah or book of instructions. Neither is the book of Romans, Acts, or the rest of them. It belongs to Rome. And you have two covenants, two gods. One is an Elohim, the other one's fake as hell to choose from. You have one master that you can have. You can have the fake covenant that you're going to die in, that you look at every day out your window, what he is doing to this nation. Or you can come home to the covenant that promises you life and a real Elohim. That is powerful. Do you understand? So we don't worship the sun. It too is a servant of my Father and its creator as well. You see? But Yahuah has taken you and brought you forth out of the iron furnace, even out of Egypt, to be unto him a people of inheritance as ye are this day. Furthermore, Yahuah was angry with me for your sakes, and swore that I should not go over the Jordan, and that I should not go in unto the good land, which Yahuah Eloha gives you for an inheritance. But I must die in this land. This is Moshe, I must not go over the Jordan. But ye shall go over and possess that good land. Take heed unto yourselves, lest ye forget the covenant of Yahuah, which ye cut with you, and make you a graven image, or the likeness of anything which Yahuah Eloha has forbidden you. For Yahuah is a consuming fire, even a jealous El. That means Elohim. There's only one. When you shall beget children and children's children, ye shall have remained long in the land, and shall corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, or the likeness of anything, and shall do evil in the sight of Yahuah to provoke him to anger. I call the heavens and the earth to witness against you this day, that ye shall soon utterly perish from all of the land whereunto ye go over the Jordan to possess, even right here in Babylon, to possess it. Ye shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And Yahuah shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left in few numbers among the heathen, whither Yahuah shall lead you. Were we not in just small numbers? We ain't no more, because we don't bear their shame anymore. We don't have those idols. This is Moshe telling our people what was going to happen to us today and why. And Yah said, you will not bear my name in blasphemy anymore. You will not dishonor it. You won't defile it. You're going to stop. And there ye shall serve Elohim, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear nor eat or smell. So he's saying, so you make these statues that can't see, they can't hear, they can't smell, and they can't eat. And they used to leave big pieces, big plates, big food. People are starving. And they're leaving these statues, these false gods, food. And they can't even eat it. And they will trick you, O Edom, O Babylon, Gog, to thinking that those gods did eat that thing. But they didn't. They did not. Because they don't exist. They don't have any life in them. You see? So every time you call JC's name, you're not going to be saved. But you are going to piss Yahuah off because you won't listen. But if from thence you shall seek Yahuah Elohim, you shall find him, if you seek him with all of your heart and with all of your soul. When you are in tribulation and all these things are come upon you, even in the latter days, what are we looking at? He is ripping this idolatry worship of the sun down and all their false gods. In latter days, we're in them right now. You're looking at it. He's talking to you. Even in the latter days, if you turn to Yahuah and shall be obedient unto his voice, for Yahuah is merciful. He will not forsake you, neither destroy you, neither forget the covenant of your fathers, which he swore unto them. So this is your comfort. He will be with you. My Father loves you, and if you are here or on any of my videos, he is pulling you, saying, come away from it, because I'm going to slaughter them. His sword is against the house of Edom, Magog right now, the white man. And even you can come in. He just said, if you will turn and get rid of them, destroy them, all of your clothes and your shoes, I will save your life. I will be your Father and your Elohim. But until you do, I tell you this, that everything you see out here is just the crowning. That full baby is coming forth. And when it does, it is going to rip this place apart. And Yahuah knows who turned their feet to him and who did not. He will move you to a safe place. He will bring you to someone in Yasharel that he works through. You can be all the way across the world and he would bring you to my front door if that's where he wanted you to be safe at. And they're coming. I give you my word tonight that my Father is so merciful, and you will never believe how gently and patient he is while he teaches us. And he understands how to make us see things his way. His way. Make you see things as they are in his eyes. Make you listen to things and you hear them the way, but you shoot this down because, oh, you're not going to deceive me, Father said. He will speak to you. He will spend time with you. He will teach you. So you don't have to worry about making mistakes. You don't have to worry. And we have so much. Look at everything that he gave me for just a little bit. Now, we gave up some stuff, but that was my jewelry. They were gifts, and he knew I loved them. And I'd like to think it was a test, but because I was obedient, look at what he just threw at me. His blessings will overtake you like you are carrying the ball in the most important football game in the world. And those blessings will overtake you and put you down. There will be some, y'all said he'll make it rain on you. And everything you can keep. When I was over there, every time I got something, I had to go pawn it to pay a freaking bill. Everything my Father gives me over here, I get to keep, and I ain't got no bills. I'm a CEO with my family. My son and my daughter, they are CEOs. Over this company, we are royals. And we don't have anything to sell you. We don't need your money. We don't need an offering or a gift. We have one thing to give you, and that is life. That's my Father. It is his kingdom. I am his ambassador, and I give you life through his name. And I tell you how to reach him and get to him. He will turn your life around if you will throw away everything that the white man has given you. Oh, my princes of Yehudah and Gad and all of Yasharel. That's why I said it's already yours. You just don't know it yet. He'll come and get you in the middle of the night and say, hey, come here, I want to show you something. You get the sweetest sleep you've ever had in your life because you don't have nightmares anymore. There's no demons there. The Christians say that their war is against principalities, darkness. These bad boys right here, Catholics can't even cast them out. You get the Pope Francis sick and he has to run to a witch and a doctor in the Baphomet beast system, medical system, cancel that name out in Yahuah's name. Why didn't you just call on JC? I mean, if your cardinals can cast the devil out, which they can't, you can't cast out what y'all sent to torment you because you broke his laws. Why didn't they just lay hands on you like they do in the churches? That's some bullshit. And we're not going to be deceived by it anymore. Pope Francis is dying because he is cursed under Deuteronomy. It ain't no calling that off. You got to come out of it and then ask God for forgiveness, and he cleans you the rest of the way up. Don't let him play with you. Oh, my people of Gad or Issachar. And he told you himself that he's not a deity. There's nothing royal about JC. And in a minute, he'll be telling you that the Elohim didn't send him either. Because they have to tell you the truth in last days. Y'all's going to choke them till they do. It's beautiful, right? It's like walking into a whole new life. It is the most beautiful journey that I have ever been through. And you know what? Any of us that turn our feet to the law, that like are being trained, I'm literally being trained for a job when we get home in our government. I don't know what it is. I hope it's with animals. I don't think... Well, no. You know what? I could be a judge. I'm a judge now. People bring me their problems and I go to y'all and so I'm a judge, I'm a prophet, I'm an ambassador. But you never know. I could probably do both because we get new bodies. We get to do, things that we never expected. So who knows? Y'all said you wouldn't believe the things that I have held up for you. I'm going to get a freaking lion and a bear. I'm going to give you two of them. I'm going to get a horse right here because we're going to need them, because once this shit goes down... I'm telling you, I feel like I'm living a whole new life, and I am so blessed that I obeyed my father. But I always have. I just had to go through something to be a witness for you today, to come out of it where you're either dying already or you're about to. Isn't that awesome? It's awesome. And when we first started doing this, I said, and I asked him, I said, show me in here where you belly laughed. We laugh. Show me in here where I can read that. It's something that really made you belly laugh. And instead, he showed me what ripped his heart out. And I will never forget it, because I was going through the same thing. I said, send me. I'll go get him for you. I will go get him for you and bring him to you. I promise you, Father. This is your time. Send me, and I'll go get him. I'll do for you more than 100 princes could do. And I will not only bring their foreskins like David, I'll bring their sack to you, Yah. I tell you, I'll be wearing their balls for earrings, for your name's sake, Yahuah. And he knows I will. I have done it. And walked right into the devil's camp. And they knew not to move. You want me to show you why? Look. Because of this. And I face every day and I look at this picture because he gave it to me. And it's my Facebook. He said, like David, I'll be with you. And I'll make men fear you. I said, okay. What are we going to do? He said, you have to come out of your comfort zone. I was like, okay. And he said, I want you to make videos for me. We're just going to do your voice. I was like, what? Okay. In my first video, if you go look, I was so nervous. I did it like 6 times and kept getting erased. I said, I'm just going to tell you what he said. And look how I've grown, and you've grown with me. So you know what I'm telling you is true. I went from a life from a broken home where I was by myself. Y'all said, I love you so much. I'm going to give you family. Just wait. We got to go through some things. So I just went along. He gave me 3 children. And then he added more. And he said, to the lonely, I give family. He didn't want me alone. But I had to go through some things to come and save you. And tell you, as your sister, come out of her now. Even Nike, cancel that name out in Yahuah's name. She is a goddess, a woman. She is a goddess, a false god that cannot protect you or do anything for you. And you are defiled every time Yah looks at you for wearing it. And it's in Ukraine. She sits in the middle of the city and does nothing about the dying men in Ukraine. And the ones that are going to die because Russia's coming to get this military, United States, NATO, and everything that's attached to it. Europe, all of them. You better think about it because he's got Africa on fire right now against her. Oh, Lady Liberty, you are a widow. And your children hate you along with every other nation. And Yahuah has made you small and despised. And everyone that looks at this nation and its people hiss and look away. But those that love him and are turning their feet to his laws, you will eat the finest food. You will drink clean, pure water. You will be protected. You will be hid. Because he said, I'll be your Elohim. And I'm going to do it. So tomorrow night, we're going to do the rest of this chapter. And I'm going to bring my son as a witness for you. For the younger princes. Even for the older princes. For the games, the shoes. All I can do is bring you evidence. It's your choice to live or die. That's what we do. My father's not going to force you. He is an Elohim that is so incredibly loving. And he owns everything in this earth. And you can't have it anymore, Edom, without him and his laws that govern over this beautiful earth that he made for us, Yasharel. And for the princes of Yehudah and Gad and Yasharel. You have to pick a side. But don't worry about making a mistake because Yah will warn you. He will say, hey, just like a father, hey, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Remember what we said about that. Come over here. And if you continually break the law, yeah, you're going to get your ass whipped. But a father that loves his child disciplines his child. And you'll come back over here. Because there's nothing like it. And you will never find a better father than what I have. Or king. Or Elohim. He is my pride and joy. He is my portion. He is my inheritance. And I make him understand daily how precious he is to me. And that he is the most precious thing that I own. Even on top of the family that he's given me. And my life. And the beautiful jewels and the beautiful clothes. I just love him. Because my life was so broken and so lonely. So I hope this blessed you. And you go back over this, you read it again, you'll hear him talk to you. You will see him bring things to the back of your eyes. That's the only way I know how to explain it. And he'll show you, remember that thing you have in your jewelry box? Let's get rid of that right now. He will help you lovingly, and then as soon as you get it out, open your door because the blessings are coming through. He said, I've commanded a blessing on your house. The law commands it. And that is how this works when you untangle those lights. And you don't have to throw everything away. He knows we love beautiful things. He made them for us. And we, above everyone else, will have them. I love you with all of my heart. And if you have any more questions, don't be afraid. Leave me in the DM. Don't sit in fear. Reach, and I'll be there. And I will go to Father, or I have it right there for you. He'll bring it to my remembrance, what he wants me to say. My head is bowed to all the princes of Yahuah, to Yasharel. I love you, God. And I love you, Issachar. And I'm sure y'all's going to send me for you, but I'm a little afraid of you right now. I don't know why. You guys just make me afraid, and I told y'all, please, not now. I mean, if you really need me to go, I will. But can we do something to where you take that away? I don't know why I feel that way. But I'll be coming for you. I'll be coming for you because I love you. You're my brothers, and I'm coming for you. I'm going to give you a choice. My head is bowed, even to my sisters of Yasharel that are in here. I had no idea you were watching this, or I would have said something sooner. Y'all knows it. I love you, my fam, my tribes. I love you so much. And to the house of Esau, those of you that love my father, my head is bowed to you as well, my princess. And to the women even. And that is it. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow night with the rest of this. And your blessings are already on their way, Yahuah said, for those that will listen. I'm a promise keeper, he said. I will not go back on my word. I don't have to. I own it all. Is there anything you can ask of me that I cannot give you? Ask yourself that question. No, I tell you there's not, because I own it all, he said. Even your electricity bill. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow, okay? You know how I do. You'd be wise to do it with me because this place is about to blow. Father, I love you, big guy. You're my heart, and you know that. So I'm just going to praise your name. I just adore you, Father, and thank you so much for trusting me with this and equipping me for everything I would need to do it for you and coming with me. I love you so much, Father. Hallelujah! Yahuah! 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 So my beautiful family, I will see you tomorrow. And in the morning, if you do it now, so when the sun comes up in the morning, oh, the brand new hit your life that he promised. I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Shalom.